My people, on a good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Biafra Must Win channel. On this channel, we bring to you news all over the world, especially the happenings in Biafra land. This afternoon, I come across this particular news. In fact, my people, this one totally me too much. Our DPM Ngozi Orabreze is making much progress. Do you know that the Radio Biafra has been launched and very soon all over the world will begin to hear about Biafra. Please do well to like, share, comment. God bless you.
And today we have the United States of Biafra Radio. This radio will be streamlined all over the world. It's going to be streamed all over the world. So we launched it today. Within the next 1 or 2 weeks, the program directors are going to put everything in place, all the programs in place to make sure we run this radio around the clock. The United States of Biafra National Television is coming very, very soon. I am telling y'all, it's coming. The United States of Biafra international passport is in the making. And very soon, as we are creating our allies with different countries across the world that are supporting what we do, we should be able to use the United States of Biafra passport to travel to countries that are allies, that recognize us. We should be able to do that. And I thank so much all the allies that are working behind the scene to ensure that United States of Biafra becomes one of the best countries in the world.
Kalisia, nwanyi kwoto, nwanyi maruzo fuma. Onume kenegi USD nekene, anisigi chirigaba.
Welcome, Biafrans! Welcome to this historic moment. Welcome to this historic moment. I believe everyone here is happy today. What they thought we could not do, we did it. Dear friends, we should be happy today. God has answered our prayer in a very miraculous way. Just like our Prime Minister tells them, you will be in Biafra and you will be asking, when is this Ona Biafra going to come? That was what he told them. I welcome everyone here today. I welcome all the media. I welcome all Biafrans. I welcome all the friends of Biafrans. I welcome the stakeholders. I welcome our allies watching us from across the world. I welcome everyone to this historic moment of the launch of the United States of Biafra radio station. We did it. That's all I can say. I told y'all, that's what I will always say. When I tell you we're going to do something, it's a promise. We're going to do it. This is just one of them. I want to use this opportunity to welcome all Biafrans present here. I want to use this opportunity to recognize our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. One of the reasons the Nigerian terrorist state is holding Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu today in Nigerian DSS dungeon is because they said he tried to establish Radio Biafra, right? Radio Biafra that could be broadcast just in Biafra land or just in Nigeria. Today we have Radio Biafra, Radio USB that is being broadcast all over the world, including in Biafra land, in Nigeria, and all over the world. Isn't that sweet? We are very, very happy. Our leader Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu be not moved for that which you seek. We got it 100 times. That's what we need to tell you. They locked you up because they said they found a transformer. You imported transformer into Nigeria to establish Radio Biafra, right? That was the reason why they tagged you a terrorist, which you are not. And that is why President Tinubu and Christopher Musa have locked you up for the past 5 years for nothing. Just for saying, let my people go, because Biafrans do not want to live in a country where the president and the defense secretary reintegrate non-terrorists into the country. That was the only crime of our leader Nnamdi Kanu. That was his only crime. He is not a terrorist. He's not a terrorist financier. He just wanted the freedom for his people. Again, for those of you that do not know, Biafra was a nation, an independent nation between 1967 and 1970. Full-fledged independent sovereign state with all the benefits. What we did on November 29th in Lahti, Finland is to restore that republic and name it the United States of Biafra. Nothing changed, nothing moved. The same geographical location, the same people, the same laws, the same values, the same everything exists. So it's nothing new. We have our allies between 1967 and 1970 that supported the Republic of Biafra. All those allies today are supporting the United States of Biafra government. And we thank all of you for what you are doing to ensure that Biafrans start going home as quickly as possible to not only protect their people, not only defend their land, not only defend the mineral resources God has blessed us with, but also to give to our people those beautiful life, that quality of life that they deserve to get, which the Nigerian state is denying them. We are going home. We are protecting our land from the killings of the Nigerian state, the forceful removal of innocent Biafrans, young men and young women, locked up in different cells across Nigeria and across Biafra, in different DSS dungeons, in different police stations, in different cells across Nigeria and across Biafra land, for nothing except they do not want to live with a country that reintegrates non-terrorists who are given AK-47 by President Tinubu and Christopher Musa to kill and maim innocent Biafrans. That was their only crime. They want their own freedom. Self-determination is their right. And Tinubu sent all these reintegrated terrorists like Boko Haram, ISWAP, all of them, ISIS. Nigeria is a safe haven for all the terrorists in the world today. They wine and dine with President Tinubu, Christopher Musa, the Nigerian politicians, the delegitimized governors in southeastern part of Nigeria, including Hope Uzodinma, Peter Mba, and all of the other delegitimized governors. Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime except what millions of Biafrans are doing. Between February 2024 and November 2024, 50 million Biafrans voted to exit Nigeria in a self-referendum, which we did both online and physically in homeland. No one can stop that. The Nigerian state secretly went to Kenya and kidnapped our leader, Onyedinma Kanu, blindfolded him, beat him up, put him in a plane, and moved him down to Nigeria without going through any due process of law in Kenya. And Biafrans at this moment want to thank the Kenyan government for doing the right thing by rewarding Nnamdi Kanu and letting the world know that Nnamdi Kanu has no case. He won the case in Kenya and indicted Nigeria that came to kidnap him. Yes. Biafrans all over the world and true lovers of freedom, we thank the Kenyan government for stepping up to create that integrity in the leadership of Kenya by letting the world know that the Nigerian state headed by Tinubu kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and renditioned him to Nigeria and locked him up. Since then, going to 5 years right now for nothing. Every now and then they conduct this jamboree, this shambolic trial for nothing. And we Biafrans have let them know, if they like, let them try Nnamdi Kanu from now to the next 100 years. Biafrans are already going home. That is why we're telling Nnamdi Kanu, do not be moved for that which you seek, we already got. Do not let them intimidate you. Do not let them move you. On the same arm, our able Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, who stood in the stead of Nnamdi Kanu after they took away Nnamdi Kanu, our Prime Minister rose up with the cause of Biafrans to lead us into our promised land. What did Nigeria do? They became restless. They became restless. Tinubu and Christopher Musa became restless. They colluded with Finland to remove our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, just about 2 weeks before our redeclaration in Finland. Finland was with the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa from January 2024 to November 2024. They didn't touch him. They didn't take him away. But the last 2 weeks before all Biafrans all over the world converged in Finland, Alexander Starr ordered for Prime Minister Simon Ekpa to be removed, to be taken away. And that was exactly what Finland did. They took him away, so that he will not be part of the redeclaration, so that he will not be part of declaring Biafra, which he worked so hard for, which he holds dear to his heart, which he has fought to stop all the killings, most of the killings going on every day by the Nigerian state, to stop Biafra declaration, to stop us from being free. That was all Simon Ekpa did, nothing more. And what happened? The criminal and terrorist state of Nigeria colluded with Finland because it's all about the agenda, the Islamization agenda, which countries like Finland, the globalists, are trying to protect. It's so easy for them to protect their own. The others can go to hell. They don't care about us. It's about the economic interest that Finland was looking for to get in Nigeria, which is the oil. So they sacrificed Simon Ekpa. He became the sacrificial lamb in Finland. And the negotiation continued to give Finland the contract of oil, and then sacrifice Simon Ekpa. With all the misinformation from the Nigerian state. It was all about the Nigerian security, what they did, the police. But they forgot to tell Finland about the thousands of innocent Biafrans that are being murdered every day by the Nigerian state. Thousands of Christians being murdered every day by the reintegrated terrorists that Nigerian state brought into Nigeria and into Biafra land. I believe they didn't tell Finland about that, but now I know Finland is fully aware of this crime against humanity being committed by the Nigerian state every second, every day. So what did they do? The Finland government invited our Prime Minister for questioning. Since November 2024, our Prime Minister is still under the custody of Alexander Stubb as we speak for the same questioning. They tagged him with all manner of evil, terrorist, financier, terrorist, commanding us. And they encouraged Finland to arrest 4 innocent Biafrans for nothing. They branded them terrorist financiers. They locked them up. As we speak, many of them have lost all their means of livelihood in Finland. Locked up for over a month. Innocent Biafrans, just like you and I, that did not do anything except we do not want to live in a country that reintegrates and reintegrate terrorists to kill innocent Biafrans and innocent Nigerians. And Finland went on this fishing expedition while locking them up. So you lock people up first, then you go on investigation, really? Yes, that was exactly what Finland did. You locked them up first. Then you went to investigate. That's what we call fishing expedition. That is what Alexander Stubb did. Not Finland anyway. Because we hold Finland at a very high esteem. We respect Finland. Finland was a country that brought food during the civil war between Biafra and Nigeria. Finland NGO, Finland citizens were in Nigeria feeding Biafrans in Biafra land during the civil war of 1967 to 1970. Maybe Alexander Stubb forgot that. So Alexander Stubb, Finland fought for their independence from Russia, really, right? So you think the independence of Finland was just gotten by talk? You know better. You know better what Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is doing, especially trying to save his people from administration, from a state that encourages terrorism, wants to Islamize the whole country. So they removed our Prime Minister. From the moment they took our Prime Minister away in November, till now we speak, Biafra has lost over 2,000 to 3,000 innocent indigenous to the hand of the terrorist state of Nigeria. Alexander Stubb, that is the ill. That is the ill you've brought to Biafra people. As we speak, Alexander Stubb is still holding our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa for the lies propagated by the Nigerian state to give him oil, and then he will sacrifice Simon Ekpa. But this crop of the United States of Biafra government, cabinets, people, citizens, they will never let you go out with such criminality. It's a promise. You cannot hurt and kill innocent Biafrans and get away with it. You cannot. because your country also fought for their freedom. So I want to use this opportunity to remember our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, and we Biafrans are telling you, do not be moved, for that which you seek, we already got. No one can stop the restoration. We already restored it. The protection and the removal of any Nigerian security from Biafra land. As we speak, Nigeria is currently occupying a foreign land with their reintegrated terrorists. They give them police uniform, they give them military uniform, and send them to Biafra land with AK-47. The United States of Biafra government, we must protect our land and we must protect our people. They finished trying our Prime Minister on the shambolic case they have against him in Finland. They say they will have the judgment by the first week of September. They were supposed to negotiate his bail conditions. So we are waiting for Finland for the first week of September to see if you will redeem your image to the path of justice. Stop this suppression and oppression that you are encouraging Nigeria to do. The silencing of political opponents, tagging them terrorists. So Finland and Nigeria has gotten to the point where everyone is just a terrorist. That is their word, that is the language they use to make it look so bad, so difficult. And you watch as over 50 million Biafrans all over the world are speaking up for their independence. You think you're gonna tag all of us terrorists? Based on what Nigeria tells you, the word they tell you to use, you think when you tag us terrorists, we'll become scared. Or when you tag us terrorists, we'll be afraid. We know we are not terrorists. We are just fighting for our freedom. We just want to live peacefully in our communities. We want to render all those good services you render to your people. We want to use our mineral resources for our people to make their lives better. We want to have the best hospitals. We have the best roads, the best shipping lines, the best airports, the best schools. Just those services, basic drinking water, pipe-on water. You don't have it in Nigeria. That is what we wish. That is what we are giving. We are going to give it to our people. You cannot, any country in the world, you cannot continue to milk the oil reserves in Biafra land and use it to better your people while our people are dying every day. That is not fair. You cannot continue to do that. All of you are well placed to have different ways to make money, develop your people, give your people the best life. Why milk the little that we have in Biafra land and kill Biafra people in the process of doing that by partnering with the terrorist state of Nigeria? Any country in the world doing any business with Nigeria at this point, I'm telling you, you are encouraging terrorism. You are killing innocent people and innocent citizens of not just Biafra, but indigenous Nigerians that are being killed and buried in mass graves. In Benue, in Zamfara, in Kaduna, in Abuja, everywhere. In Ebonyi, in Imo State, everywhere. In Aba, in Owerri, in Ohafia, everywhere. And you see all these things on Twitter space, on social media every day. Are you going to turn a blind eye and you think it's not going to happen or it's not happening and you think you will just continue as long as you get those billions? And I tell you, even if Nigeria give you a contract of $500 billion every year, at this point, you need to go and cancel that contract, because that contract, you are getting that money on the blood of innocent indigenous Biafrans and Nigerians. That money will not go anywhere. You will continue to get that money, but you will continue to have the same problem because that money is blood money. So we are waiting for the release of our Prime Minister. And Finland, just like Kenya, has made amends. Kenya has rewarded Nnamdi Kanu. Kenya has said that our leader Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. Kenya has said that Nigeria terrorist state kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu without due process. Nigeria is a lawless state without any due process. They don't respect human rights. Meanwhile, they are the first to jump in and register in African Union, in United Nations, in Commonwealth. But those basic rights, they signed up to be part of those systems. They flout it by the second. So Finland, you can still mend your ways, just like Kenya government has done, by releasing the Prime Minister, rewarding him, and helping us to build one of the best, one of the freest nations in Africa, where we will respect the rights of every citizen, where we will not reintegrate non-terrorists, where we will not rehabilitate non-terrorists, where we will have freedom of speech, freedom of press, where we will have the best education, the best airline, the best schools, and the best working for our people. You will still have time to do that. And we hope and pray, Finland, you will do the right thing so that Biafrans that are scattered all over the world due to the terrorist state of Nigeria that has chased them away can go home and build a sound, beautiful country where all of you will be happy to come and visit. So, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, do not be moved, for that which you seek we already got. I want to also use this opportunity to thank the United States of Biafra cabinet members, the 40 state governors in the United States of Biafra land, the commissioners working with these governors, the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Defense Forces that are protecting our land from the reintegrated terrorists sent by Christopher Musa to kill our people. Continue to do what you do. We will protect our people. We will protect our land. Self-defense is our right. We cannot fold our hands. Why Tinubu and Christopher Musa send these terrorists to come and kill our people, rape our mothers, destroy our homes, burn our homes, kill our children? Why we watch? No, that will never happen. Nigeria, you are currently occupying a foreign land, a sovereign land, the United States of Biafra. We have peacefully written to you to leave our land, just as we've written to many leaders across the world. You need to leave Biafra land. We must protect our people and our land. So I thank the Biafra Defense Forces and the Biafra Liberation Army, the Air Force and the Navy for what you are doing. We will continue to use all peaceful avenues to restore, to protect our land. But we are going to not fold our hand while these terrorists sent by the Nigerian state continue to kill our people. I also want to thank the heads of missions all over the world for what you do. Thank you for being resolute. Thank you for doing what you need to do. Thank you for the fundraising which you do for humanitarian purposes to help thousands of innocent Biafran children that have been rendered orphans by the Nigerian state. We will continue to do these fundraisers to help our people. We will also continue to raise money to build our beautiful new nation. And today we have the United States of Biafra radio. This radio will be streamlined all over the world. It's going to be streamed all over the world. So we launched it today. Within the next 1 or 2 weeks, the program directors are going to put everything in place, all the programs in place to make sure we run this radio around the clock. The United States of Biafra National Television is coming very, very soon. I am telling y'all, it's coming. The United States of Biafra international passport is in the making. And very soon, as we are creating our allies with different countries across the world that are supporting what we do, we should be able to use the United States of Biafra passport to travel to countries that are allies, that recognize us. We should be able to do that. And I thank so much all the allies that are working behind the scene to ensure that the United States of Biafra becomes one of the best countries in the world. Biafrans, I do not have much to say except these few highlights. We have fundraising to do today. I thank all the private donors. I thank all the public donors. Continue to give us money. We need all the money. The money which Christopher Musa has tried to stop with his agents. Some of these agents are Biafrans too. They've tried everything possible to ensure they cut off the financial help we are giving to millions and thousands of orphans that they've thrown in Biafra land. They've destroyed their businesses. They've destroyed their homes. That is why they tag innocent Biafrans as terrorist financiers, going ahead to stop and cut off, seize people's bank accounts, so that they will render us moneyless, penniless, while they continue to kill us. And I have a word for Christopher Musa and President Tinubu. You need to do the right thing. You cannot stop this crop of Biafrans. I promise you, you will never. We will use every means available legally to defend our land, to build our land. You have no right to be tagging innocent Biafrans as terrorist financiers just because you want to continue to kill our people. You kill our mothers, you kill our fathers, you kill our brothers. And you think you can kill my brother and my sister and I'll be smiling with you and I'll let you go. No, that's not going to happen. An eye for an eye. My family members you've killed. You think I'll let you go? No way. They have mothers and fathers too. They are human beings. And you cannot kill them and go free. It's a promise. All the innocent Biafrans that Tinubu and Christopher Musa have killed, their mothers, their fathers, their sisters, their brothers, their children, render them useless, burn their homes, burn their businesses, render them useless. All these people must fight back. We will fight back. You cannot kill my brother and go free. It's a promise. It's a promise. The blood of these innocent Biafrans you've killed, those you've locked up in different DSS dungeons across Nigeria and across Biafra land and all over, it will never go free. You can never go free. You cannot kill my brother and go free. No, you can't do that. So we've peacefully returned to Nigeria to leave Biafra land. It is for their best interest to remove all their security apparatus, including the reintegrated terrorists wearing Nigerian police uniform, the army, all their DSS dungeons, Release all innocent Biafrans you have cut across the whole prison in Biafra land and in Nigeria. Let them go. They've not committed any crime. These are people's mothers, people's fathers, breadwinners in their family, and you continue to lock them up. And you think we will keep quiet. No, that will never happen. Thank you so much, Biafrans, and congratulations again for the launch of our radio. Over to you, Fandi, the Finance Secretary of the United States of Biafra, from Mrs. Diana Eme. Sorry, thank you so much. Let me go back to Tochi. I know you have a lot of focus. Sorry, Fandi. Yeah, let me go from Tochi over to you, our Deputy Information Secretary. Sorry about that.
Thank you so much. That was such a powerful speech from our Deputy Prime Minister.